Namaste everyone, welcome to your practice. So this class is going to be an Hatha yoga mostly for beginner. Okay, so we're going to embrace everyone and its own needs. Let's have a block for this practice for sure. And also a belt, it may be something that you will need. Just have your block. If you don't have block at home, you can simply use like a big book or something. And then have your mat and coming into seated position when you're ready. Rest the hands into your knees. Close your eyes to begin. Sitting tall with your body. And as an Hatha practice, let's find a breath that it's long and smooth. So make sure you bring your attention and focus when you're inhaling through the nostril. And deep down, exhaling also through the nostril. Allow every sensation of your breath to sort of bring yourself into peace and calmness to begin this practice together. Maintaining a balance and equilibrium to the inhalation and to the exhalation. And one thing that is important, especially at the beginning of a yoga journey, is like to bring their attention. Where is that sensation of your breath for you? It's down on your belly, it's in the middle, or it's just up into the chest. So we want that breath to be long, to hold the spine. So just feel that. Don't let it stuck in the chest or down into the bottom of your stomach. Just take a couple of more moments here, nice and easy. Make sure you're not finding the spine curving, but you're maintaining that length and up to the crown of your head, which is probably one of the most difficult part for us that we see the whole time and working on computer. So just find this straight spine as a natural posture. Nice and slowly, just opening up your eyes. Have your block close to you and then coming first onto our hands and knees. So when we come into our hands and knees, we always want to make sure the knees are underneath the hips, the waist underneath the shoulders, and the fingers are nice and spread. Your thumbs are almost facing one another, and the middle fingers or index fingers are parallel to the outer edge of your mat. And we start with just do simple movement of the spine to warm up. Inhaling through the nose, you arch the back, look up. And on the exhaling, you push the floor, you curve the spine, and draw the chin to the chest. And then again, inhaling, drop the belly, lift the chin and the chest and the gaze. Exhaling, allow your chin to come in, the belly in. This is very common as we prepare the spine for some deeper movements. So cat and cow is just like the beginning almost of every practice if you want to make sure that everyone gets a proper warm-up. Exhaling, draws in. One more round, inhaling, look up. Now we come into child pose. So just simply keep the knees where they are. Bring your toes a little bit more back together. Sit back completely and see if you can walk your fingertips a little bit more forward and ground the forehead and the nose into the floor. This is what it's for a yoga class, for anyone, always like a resting pose. So every time you feel tired through the sequence or any yoga class, you always remind yourself that you can return into this posture. Now, as we are moving into our class, lengthen, inhaling the fingertips towards the front of your mat, and exhaling, push the sitting bones down into the heels, making sure the forehead and the nose are against the floor. If they're not, it means that you really have to work on lengthening the spine. So you may try to go a little wider with your knees. A couple of more deep breaths. Nice. Take yourself inhaling back up just into the hands and knees. And on the exhaling, you're going to trade the right arm to the left. So you're going to rest the right shoulder and the right temple on the floor. And simply take the left arms towards the front. So we are opening to the front of our shoulder ear. Nice and easy. Allow yourself to really feel that pressure down into that right shoulder. 2 more breaths. This helps to get more into the flexibility of the spine with twist. And then return now into the hands and knees. So left hand come in front of your face, push, and also bring the right hand back. And then you're going to trade the left arm to the right. So lower the left shoulders and the left temple into the floor. And take the right arm again towards the front of your mat. Remember that as a beginner class, every movement, it's like new. So just allow your body to breathe into every pose deeply. So make sure that you're not holding the breath up. And actually the main focus for you is to really find the breath into every movement. A couple of more deep breaths here. Inhaling and exhaling always just through the nose. And take the right hand again in front of the face. Push back up onto the hands and knees. Inhale here one more time, cat and cow, look up. Exhaling, push the floor away, draw the navel in. Then tuck the toes under. You're going to walk your hands back towards your knees. You're going to come standing on your feet to the back of your mat. Make sure the feet are hip distance apart. So usually to measure that, it's like 2 faced in between the big toes. Bend the knees quite a bit, please. And relax the head down. Relax the hands also. This is really deep to start opening the whole back of the body. So allow the knees to bend to soften that part of the low back, to soften the part of your upper thigh, because something that it's really pretty tight at the beginning. Then hold your opposite elbows, so simply fold your forearms together and hold onto the opposite elbows. Continue to maintain your knees bent, like your belly is almost touching your thigh, and then shift a little bit from right to left with your torso. Make sure your head is relaxed down, you're not holding the head, your shoulders also are relaxing down. Now return the center, release the hands down, inhaling. We find the Ardha Uttanasana. So you can even, please bring your hands on your shin, especially if you're thigh to hamstring. And as you exhale, fall back down, bend deep into the knees. Inhale again, Ardha Uttanasana, hands on your shins, lengthen the spine long. Exhaling, fall back down, Uttanasana. This is very important. It's warm up the breath, continuing inhaling, hands on your shin, chest forward. And warm up, exhaling the spine, the legs a little bit, especially at the beginning. 2 more, inhaling, hands on your shins. Push the shins almost back behind you as your chest reaching forward, exhaling, fall back down, bending through the knees. 1 more time, inhale, open and lift. Exhaling, fall back down. Now bend your knees a little bit more, and vertebra by vertebra, you start coming all the way up to a standing position. And the shoulders and the head will be the last thing to come all the way up. Once you come up, lift the shoulders up towards your ears and drop them back behind you. Feel the space. Standing in Tadasana, turning your palms forward. Take a moment here. Ground to the 4 corners of your feet to really feel the base of your big toes, the base of your little fingers, and down the back heel. Draw the belly in, send the tailbone long, and just reach up and open the chest. Let's walk together to the front of your mat, hands to the heart center. We just start by doing some few traditional Surya Namaskara. Together, inhale, reach the arms up towards the sky, look up. As you fold, exhaling, bend the knees and fold all the way down. Inhale, lengthen, hands on your shin, chest long. Exhaling, bring your right foot to the back of your mat, right knee to the floor, maintaining the hands down, chest open. Don't stay on top of the knee, make sure you move your hips forward. Place the hands, tuck the back toes under, downward facing dog. So come into your first downward facing dog, feet hip distance apart, bend the knees to draw the chest back. Inhaling, coming to a plank position, exhaling, lower the knees down. And then, like we did before cat-cow, inhale, look up, exhaling. Lower chest and chin to the floor. Slide forward, inhale into a baby cobra. And then exhaling, push back, hands and knees, and downward facing dog. Adjust the feet if you need. Inhale, bring the right foot forward in between your hands, lower down the left knee. Chest is up and long. And then step forward to the top of your mat. Inhale, hands on the shins, lengthen. Exhaling, bend the knees, fold in. Inhaling, coming all the way up to standing, palms touch overhead. Exhaling, hands to pray. Another round starting on the left. Inhale, arms up. Exhaling, forward fold, Uttanasana, bend the knees. Inhale, hands on your shins, chest forward. Exhaling, bring your right foot back now, so the left knee is forward. Hands down, chest up. Downward facing dog. As you exhaling, pushing back behind you. Inhaling, come forward to plank first. Lower the knees down, arch. Exhaling, chest and chin. Inhale, Bhujangasana. Maybe you can push a little higher. Hands and knees. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Now bring your left foot forward. Inhale, right knee down, chest up. And step to the front of your mat. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhaling, fold it in, bend the knees. Inhaling, rising all the way up to standing, palms touch. Exhaling, hands to the heart center. Inhale, reach up and long again. And as you exhale with a flat back, bend the knees, fall down, Uttanasana. Hands on your shins, inhale, lengthen up. Exhaling, re-fold down. Inhale, lengthen up again. Exhale, now step your left foot to the very back of your mat. Left knee to the floor this time. Reach the arms up towards the sky, Anjaneyasana. If your left knee hurts on the ground, just maybe roll a towel or something beneath. Take a couple of deep breaths here. Maintaining the breath, move in and out of your nose. Hands on the floor. Step back, downward facing dog as you exhale. Bend the knees to stretch out the spine. Inhaling forward to plank. Exhaling, lower the knees down. Chest and chin to the floor. Inhale, Bhujangasana. Exhaling on the hands and knees and downward facing dog. Bring your left foot forward. Right knee to the floor. Arms up to the sky, Anjaneyasana. Hands back on the ground. Step to the front of your mat together. Inhale. Hands on your shins. Lengthen forward. Exhaling as you fall down. Inhaling, coming all the way up to standing. Reach the arms up. Exhaling, hands to the heart center. Inhale. Arms up. Exhaling, down and fall. Bend your knees. Uttanasana. Inhale, move your chest long. Exhaling, bring your right foot back. Now, right knee down. Anjaneyasana. Reach the arms up. Hands back on the ground. Downward facing dog. First, as you exhaling, bend your knees into down dog. Draw the chest back. Inhale, find your plank. Exhaling, lower knees down. Chest and chin again to the floor. Inhale, Bhujangasana. Hands and knees, exhaling. Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward dog. Inhale, right foot forward, left knee on the floor. Anjaneyasana, reach up through the arms. Hands down and step forward to the front of your mat. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhaling, fold in, bend your knees. Inhale, hands on your shins, really lengthen up the spine. Exhaling and fall back down, Uttanasana. Inhaling, coming all the way up to standing, palms touch. Exhaling, hands to the heart center. Now take your hands on your hips and bring your left foot to the very back of your mat or sora, and take your feet parallel to one another. Hands on hips, and then look at your toes are slightly in and the heels are slightly spin out. Take your hands to pray. Inhale. On your exhale, let's fold forward. If the ground is pretty much too far from you, let's please hold the block. It's more important that the spine is straight than you to curve the spine or bend into the knees, depending on the level of tension that your body is holding at the beginning. So remember yourself to use the block as a support. Okay, so we're gonna stay here a little longer. So you can place the hands on the floor or on the block. Relax the head down. Try to shift slightly forward with the weight of your body. So you're really opening up through the back leg. Allow the knees to stay bent, please, if the tension is quite intense and it's like you feel that your body is maybe extremely shaking. Take a couple of more deep breaths here. The more you actually stay into poses, the more you allow the breath to move into this locked point to opens up. Nice. Inhale, lengthen halfway first. Take your hands on your hips, and with a strong leg, you're coming all the way up to standing. Now, simply turn your left foot out. Right foot turns in a little bit. Open the arms along the side of your shoulders. Inhale here. Exhale, you're gonna go long towards the back of your mat. And then, taking the left hand to the shin, Or again, you can grab your block. So you can place the block. Ideally, I like it to place behind, and the right arm opens up to the sky. I like it to place him behind because it's a way to lean him back, because this position, it's calling your spine back. It's opening through the heart center also. You can continue to look down if your neck hurts or you feel that your head is heavy. You can look towards, like, in front of you, or you can look all the way up to the sky, to your right hand. Okay, take a couple of more deep breaths. And to come up, you're going to look down first. Push the feet to the floor to come all the way up to standing. Hands on the hips, turn your left foot in and turn your right foot out. Placing the block at the front now, behind your right heel. Okay, open the arms, inhale. You gotta feel the two sides of your torso lengthen and long. And on the exhaling, placing the right hand again into a block. Left arms opens up. And then just like you did before, see where's best for you, that you wanna hold your gaze. Continue to feel the right big toes pushing. This really opens up also this position to your hamstring. So it's pretty intense. Take a couple of more deep breaths, nice and easy. Let the gaze, remember, turn the gaze down, push into the feet. Inhaling, coming all the way up again. Turn your right foot in one more time. Hands into your hips, inhale. We're going to refold again, exhaling. So if you need a block, have it handy, or you can simply place the hands on the ground. See if you can notice a little bit more of freedom into the back leg. Beautiful. Inhale to prolong the spine. This time you're gonna walk around the front of your mat and step your feet together to the front. Inhale, hands on your shins, lengthen the spine. Exhaling down and refold, bend your knees. Or you may start taking the legs straight. Again, inhale, lengthen up. Exhaling, refold. Now step back, downward facing dog. So one leg at a time, bring your leg back into a downward dog. Take a moment here. Feel nice long spine by pushing the palms down and away from you. Allow the knees to stay bent even into this position to allow the space into the spine to be deeper. Then bring your right foot forward in between your hands. Left hand stays down. Open the right arm up into a twist. If it's too much for you, please lower the left knee down. If you feel like it's too heavy into the left hand. And again, the gaze goes where it's best for you. If it's too much for you to look up. Nice, then right hand down again, step back. Downward facing dog. So this is a simple lunge twist. Bring your left foot forward, and then if you like, take the right knee down. Open the left arms up again. Twist and lunge. Nice, left hand down again, stepping back, downward facing dog. Exhaling. Take a couple of long breaths here. Continue to feel his fingers spreading down into the mat. Energy down into the heels, even if they're not touchy because the knees are bent. Now step the right foot forward again. Left knee to the floor. This time you're going to extend the right leg into a runner's lunge. Flex the right foot. So You can walk your hands a little bit more underneath the shoulders. You can place the block underneath the legs, so supporting completely your spine. Depending always on your body, where is your body today, what level. Also understanding where is pain and where actually feels good that you're opening up. Take a couple of more deep breaths. And then release, step back again into downward facing dog. Exhaling, bend the knees, drawing the chest back. And bring the left foot forward, right knee to the floor. And then extend the left leg. Again, find that runner's lunge, so the left foot is flexed. Inhale long. You can stay here and simply working on that sensation onto the left hamstring, or you can fold yourself a little bit deeper, depending on your flexibility today. Nice, 2 more breaths. Then rebend the knee. We step back, a downward facing dog. Exhaling, bend the knees, draw the chest back, feet in the space. Then please come down to your knees. We're gonna take child pose again. This time, please take your knees a little wider. So you can soften the ribs down a little bit more deeper than before. Take a couple of breaths here. Then we come up and we seat. Having your block handy, so just simply move your legs in front of you. Come into what we call a Sukhasana, easy pose. So just cross one shin in front of the other one. Okay, not the difficult one, just the shins in front of the other one. You can take the block in front of you. We're gonna fold forward. Maybe you like to move your sitting bones back a little bit. Hands in front of you, inhale. Exhaling, I want you to fold down. You can place the forearms into the floor. You can place it always into a block. Remember, the block has different level that you can play with. Also very high level. For some poses you may need that. And take a moment here, nice and easy. Relaxing the head. Nice. Slowly coming up and taking your hands onto your knees. The spine is straight. Take your hands to the heart center. Inhale here. Exhale. You're going to twist the body to the right. So the right hand is going to go behind your sitting bones. The left hand is going to hold your opposite knee. Inhale, hands to center. Exhaling to the other side. So right hand to the left knee, left hand behind your sitting bones. Nice, return to center. And then we're going to lay down. So when we lay down, you might want to have your belt with you. If you don't have a yoga strap, you can actually use like a normal belt or even a towel. And as you lay down, simply hugging your knees into your chest first to start feeling how you feel with the back body. Can you squeeze the knees nice and easy? And then take just the left foot down. close to the sitting bones, and extend the right leg up. For some of you, this straight leg, it might not even work. So you can cross the fingers behind your thigh and then push the thigh into your hands. Or you can go up a little higher towards your calf muscle. Just make sure you don't bring the hands behind the knees. Or you can grab your belt and place it behind the ball of your right foot. And so that you create that space, you can bring the hands as far as possible. And then if you can, try to push the ball of your foot into the belt, into the strap. And just if you like to work a little bit deeper, you can extend out the left leg also. But then remember, it becomes a lot more intense. 5 deep breaths here. Relax the shoulders down. If you notice your shoulders are lifting up too much, then you may need to step back a little bit from this pose. Go into the step before. And then the left knee. Release the belt for a moment to the side. And cross the right ankle above your left thigh, so come into a figure 4. The right arm goes between the legs, and you try to hold the front of your left shin. If it's too much, just hold the thigh. Maintaining the right foot engaged, the right, and the left foot can relax. Relax the shoulders down and think like your right knee is moving away from your right shoulder. Take a more deep breath here. And close the eyes, soften your body. And then hug your knees again into the chest together. Squeeze them in. Bring your left foot down, right foot down, and now the left leg will go up. If you don't easily extend the leg so the left leg is bent, cross the fingers behind your thigh. Practice pushing the thigh into your hands. If you can go a little higher and your shoulders are still on the ground, that's fine. Or you may need to hold your belt again. Place the belt behind the ball of your left foot. And hold it where it's more right for you. Just making sure that the shoulders are on the ground. You're not doing this, you're not arching the neck. Nope, you stay everything down. Chin is slightly in. And if you like to go a little bit more intense, extend out the right leg also. Three more breaths. And then we take a figure 4 again. So left ankle over the right thigh. And then see if you can hold your right shin or just the right thigh. Relax the right foot, the left foot is engaged. And soften the shoulders down. The back of your neck is long. Nice. Slowly release. Fold your knees again together into the chest. Bring your feet down. Grab your block. We're gonna do a supported bridge. So I want you to bring your feet close to the sitting bones. The feet are still parallel. Send the tailbone long to the heels. Lift the hips. And then place the block at the very end of your spine, so at the sacrum. And just take a couple of deep breaths here. So just a natural back bending to start. If you like, you can take the arms up and over, so you start getting more space even up into the shoulders. The arms can be straight, or maybe grab your opposite elbow. Another 5 breaths here. Then first thing, place the hands down, grab your block, lift the hips, remove the block, and lower the hips down. And continue to send the tailbone to the heels. Hugging your knees into your chest, inhale. Exhaling, bring your knees over to the left side for a spinal twist. And just maintaining the right arm open. Maybe you feel the spine popping, which is good, and it's a nice feeling. Especially it's very low and deep. Maintaining the gaze just simply up. Nice. Inhaling, return to center. Exhaling, bring your knees down to your right. And the left arm stay open, left shoulders to the floor. Beautiful. Return to center. Hugging your knees into your chest again, nice and tight. And then separate the knees towards your shoulders, or the knees point to shoulders. You're gonna lift up through the legs and catch and hold of your big toes. And soften the shoulders down. Draw the chin in. Let your body rock a little bit side to side. Just to start getting more familiar also with the feeling onto the hips. Nice. And I want you to all now relax in Shavasana. So extending the legs. Bring your feet a little wider, turning your palms up. And allow yourself to comfortably feel the spinal relaxation. Relax your face, your shoulders, your toes, your fingers, everything softly drops. Slowly start moving your toes, your fingers, returning into your body. You can stretch the arms maybe up and over. Allow yourself to give a nice stretch. Think like you're just coming out of your bed. You get nice and long. Rolling with your knees together, you're rolling into your right side, just like into a fetal position. Take a moment here, not in rush. And we return into a seated position. So use your hands to lift yourself up. Ideally, if you can, keeping your eyes closed through the end. Cross the legs in Sukhasana, easy pose. Rest the hands on your knees. Take a moment here, sitting tall again. Bring the hands into pray position to close. We're seeing one arm. Feel free to join me if you like. Inhale. Exhale it out. Inhale to chant. Namaste everyone. Thank you so much for joining, and I'll see you next time.